My brother, why be say na always attacker they always broke foot lost their career? Why be say they always kick man now when you cross enter for the 18 for the other side? Now because ADF they do something way the international community they recognize them as a force. Right now the only group where the international body for arms and conflict resolution they consider them like a force. A force means say there is a difference between fighting groups, fighters, and a force. When they call you to be a force, that means say you get a political objective where it be clearly defined. You get a command structure and a form of accountability when you execute that mission. Now the most important thing that we need them for defense as to the fight for push this war independence for international community. La Republic know very well. Say the projection way the governing council, it project the ADF and the command structure. Now one way the international community go see say we fit be a country because we get a force on the ground where if it man control points them for put stability for the country, if it protect the government base, if it mobilize other forces and recruit other forces, ADF it then demonstrate them for the war through the communication, through the images where we get them from ground or we project them and wait till they see them on the field, they show say will be a force. La Republic, you know, one time, and their elites them know. Now, either way, for all sides with the elites, they go always tell the boy them, whatever you do, if you even go kill Kelebe, they even support you, so long as you know work with the ADF. Because working with the ADF, it means say you push this Ambazonia thing for a way if you give independent. No matter which way they do them, no work with the ADF. No call that name ADF. No project that name ADF. Because where you put them, you draw more fire. Because La Republic go to know say they lost that country. Better you get 1,000 forces on the ground. Better La Republic even prop up other forces, even provide intelligence for key their own soldiers. They had to be the key their own soldiers then for Bakassi, for make sure say me ADF not be the dominant force. Me the governing council, be the determining faction when it comes for negotiation. Otherwise, they don't lose the war completely. They must make sure say they get a person for our own side we go sit down for the table. For represent them. Remember, saying a thing where they don't do with French Cameroon when they be the fight for their independence. Before the one grand independence, we now even political independence, no get economic independence, no get military independence, na independence for book. Before the one grant for UN, they make sure say they eliminate, undermine the UPC, where they be the fight for their freedom. Call them say Makiza, then kill the last one before they hand that independence for the people the way they go represent that French system for protect the economic system. But this one will be for the bottom end for this chain for a colonialism. When a colonialism through proxy, the worst country of the world, the worst dictator, Pobia, they don't care about we. Now the most wicked slave master they now get them. For them, they no one grant even independence. The concession with the one grant them when a decentralization. The one grant for their own people where they will represent with for the table. And so long as the table not be in their favor or their edge in their favor, or people the way they don't show them, so they be flexible for receive money also, for strike a deal with them, then they will continue for undermine we. Now up to we and our people then for push the most organized force for their forefront may be indisputable, saying that this force they represent them, they recognize them. So that the international community and La Republic, they don't get no other choice but to talk with the people the way they go really represent the independence aspiration without any compromise for nothing other than the people, not for personal interest or political ambitions, but for the sake of the people. Now, why that we will get a big work who will do for under ADF for make sure say this vision where our leader Dr. Cho Ayaba Igetam, where he done sacrifice all his life as a young man, who done see him surrender himself, German people, they arrest him. Then broke prison, move Ebenezer Kwanda. They don't show we undisputedly, so they get the team of dedicated individuals where they fight simple for the aspiration of our people and for be free and for be independent. They don't guarantee through the oath of the ADF, so they not go allow any person to take power, even for the governing council, without going through democratic process. Now the best choice will get them, now the good team will get them, for all we for stand behind. Now, La Republic know our enemies and know now why that way they go do everything for undermine we. Remember, say when other forces they take attack, even La Republic they advertise them. But if ADF kill La Republic soldier, they will do everything. They will block road for cover the dead body. They will do everything to make sure say ADF not exist, because ADF not the key. That is the reason why they target ADF more than any other group. That is the reason why they go even tear soldier for ground. Say me guna, if una do de una so, they go even give una small piece una go breathe. But once you go corner ADF, they go bring you pressure. If no be the weapon who that invest them for a mother base, no be necessarily see on the ground. Zero how many times they try to take them over, it don't pass them. And when they see how they project the power for other places. So any man we get eye, we get ear by now, it don't already understand. Ask yourself why the other people they call themselves restoration forces, where they know very well the meaning of that restoration, they still answer that name, even though they know say they accommodate federalism. Yes, restoration. You want restore, you want restore waiting. Restore, you want to go before for back for wait to begin time. Our country never ever exercise a sovereign power. Yes, we don't get autonomy, but we never ever exercise sovereign power. Even after the independence, it will be declared, it will be passed for the United Nations, it will still remain at a technical level. All the authority and instruments of that sovereignty will be passed for Ayijo, for Tico Airport, we all know. So the one that they talk to, they want to fight restoration already. They make the argument for the everyday. If you say they need a year, they need a year. Now say a compromised man, a compromised man. And most of the soldiers, the way they follow that group them. Now people, the way they already want either their money, small money for chop, or they want get legitimacy for begin do their own transaction for ground zero for begin make their own money. Now why that? But now they see how the end it can be. So the answer is be clear, and the choice to be clear for Ambazonia people then. When I align with ourselves with the ADF, when I collaborate as one person. The ADF need to work and go say they want to fight another forces. You know, they for our policy. We focus to do our own thing against a common enemy. We reinforce other groups them as much as we fit. So long as they need to undermine our mission. That's the reason.